Hi Capricorn, I hope you guys are doing great. Welcome back to my channel. This is Jackie. I'm going to be pulling some general energies for the Venus and this gorgeous Venus and Sagittarius weekend. All right, this is pretty much going to be for the end of November. Specifically, this is heading from November 22nd to the 24th, that Friday to Sunday little stint. You guys want to look at, if you have your chart, look at where you have 28 degrees of Sag in your chart, and specifically that's where it's going to be hitting you guys the most, but we're all going to be feeling it in these general ways that I'm going to be discussing. So we're going to have Venus at 28 degrees in Sag, exact conjunct Jupiter, 28 degrees in Sag, at home, loving it there. This is an expansive time for all things Venus. Love, money, travel, all just gorgeous, delicious things. But this is about what you've been learning about yourself and your new belief system, what you've been forming. This is about expansion, guys, right? There's going to be an increase in self-love, through worthiness, through self-value. So if you feel like you've been in any way struggling or struggling to feel very centered or balanced, your energy field is going to be shifting into very Venusian areas of love, friendship, relationships that are meant to be on your path right now. So it's really beautiful. Oh, the Oracle, come to life, Capricorn. I love this. This is beautiful. This is like, be alive. Don't imagine you can go back to sleep. You're too awake for that now, Capricorn. There's no falling back into your old ways. If you do so, it's going to be short-lived and it will not feel the same as it used to be. Now, for some of you, you may grieve this idea. But you'll certainly, eventually, definitely celebrate it. You have crossed the threshold from an old way of being in an old life. You have. And I feel like a lot of you feel it. And try as you might, you cannot return to that. So it's better to just let it go. Grieve it if it needs to be grieved. But celebrate it, you know, if you can. Or do both. Do both and move on into this moment. There's something waiting for you, Capricorn. You need a deeper connection to your own instincts, to your body, to your feelings, to your intuition, so that you can receive this new sign, this new calling, because something very beautiful is opening up for you. And you can trust this too. Embrace it. Embrace it. Oh, I love this. I love this for you, because this is all about these shifts happening right now, right? About these shifts happening internally that's going to allow you to create and make shifts in your own path that are needed. So it's really important for you to set intentions, right? Acknowledge where you've been, where you are, right? And set your compass accordingly. And guys, I know that's really, really hard to do when we feel very confused about what's going on in our life. Like, no lie. I do really understand that. But try to get this very clear. What am I doing with these cards? Oh, that was a terrible cut. Really get in touch with where you see yourself going. Envision it, have yourself there, and then let it go. And then just start living your life. As I mentioned in the last reading about this Chiron in Aries. So Chiron in Aries is really working with us to transform from wounded warrior to soldiers with no limits, right? So this started in February of this past year, the 18th, I think it was in February. It's going to be going to the middle of April 2027. So this is really where this major shift is going to be happening. Very internal. We're going to be feeling very restless at the end of this month to bring in the new. So remember, Sagittarius is the seeker and explorer. Not today. I'm going to talk about these in a minute. I'm just pulling these cards. And then we're going to talk about everything. Yeah. Not today. So this is for the Lover's Oracle. Okay. So this is you. For those of you who are in a space of relationship, this is the person you're dealing with. And this is something that they want to do. So you are Capricorn. You're in a situation where you're like, for those of you that are resonating with this as far as a relationship goes, you're in a space with somebody where I feel like for a lot of you, you're on a break or in a very weird place in your relationship where, as it says here, you're not dealing, you feel hurt, you want to avoid conversation, you just want to avoid, you're still angry about something. And you're really wanting to put your boundaries up. Yeah. Yeah, you're avoiding something here. It's but not within yourself. I get that you're avoiding any sort of conflict, because this indicates you running in a codependent relationship. So feeling like you dealt with somebody who just wasn't showing up as far as what it means to be in a connection in a responsible way that you needed them to. And fear of intimacy, listening to their ego more than anything. So they really were not showing up in the relationship in the way that you really needed them to. And you're really just kind of sick of all of the cyclical bullshit. You just really don't want to hear it anymore. You don't want to hear the apologies with a bunch of empty promises, smoke and mirror, anything like that. But you do have feelings for this person. As in we have talking, interested, conversing more, awaited message, arrives, text, call, email, hovering. Okay, so this is telling me that there's a situation in your life, Capricorn, where either you are really trying very aggressively to reach out to somebody, or they're trying to reach out to you. But I feel like just because of these cards, and again, general message, the energies could always be flipped. You're just not ready to really have this conversation, yet you want to. It's like you want to have the conversation if they're willing to show up and actually not be deluded in their thinking, if that makes sense. As I feel like the person that you're dealing with, you're perceiving them as someone who, I'm not going to say that they're not based in reality, but they have a very different understanding to how things rolled out than you have. Very different understanding. So, yeah. So you want to talk to them, but you don't want to talk to them until they're ready to actually be honest and deal with the facets of reality that we're living in the 3D, and not some wacky narrative that they've established in their own mind. I'm sorry for those of you who are cross-watching. I'm not looking to offend anyone, but I just feel like this is, Capricorn is perceiving this. But, listen, I always say, you can show 4 different people the same thing and give 4 different ideas of what's going on, right? So this is going to be you right now. Okay, what's crossing you? Crowning. And the Cups. Good. I mean, you want to just open your heart up. Yeah, I like it. 6 of Pentacles. Good. I like the outcome. Good. Good. I mean, listen, you're coming to life. You're definitely not going to be able to go back to where you've been. All right, because this Venus and Jupiter conjunct the galactic center in Sagittarius. It's just increasing our ability to see what's possible for us right now. But the thing is, Capricorn, I'm feeling like you're just still going through so much change because of what you've been going through. Just your archetype with the eclipse season that's been hitting you. Yeah, I mean, right now, so the situation is a little bit of a standstill for you. Because the 8 of Wands upright is all about movement, messages coming in, communication, lots of it, things moving fast. And there being this real... think about the wands going down to the earth, right? And 8 is 2 sets of 4, which is about foundation, right? And you just feeling like that is just not happening. There's definitely a delay in something in your life right now. This delay I'm definitely getting that you guys are in no contact with somebody for sure. With this 8 of Wands reverse, and there's this lack of movement. You're feeling a lack of movement. Then we have the Page of Cups that's crossing you. Page is about a new cycle in something having to do with your heart space. So, and I'm going to say not everybody is in relationships. Obviously, the relationship cards are for those of you who are resonating with that. But when we're talking about the cup energy, could also be your job, guys. So anything that means a lot to you, if that makes sense. So please apply the messages how you see fit for your life. But the Page of Cups is about offering this willingness, this emotions, right? So I do get, Capricorn, that for some of you who are dealing with relationships, you're dealing with somebody who wants to give you their cup, and you're just really not quite sure if this is a healthy thing for you or not. And there's this idea of there being a new cycle. So let's see what else we have and how we might come back around to that for clarifiers. Then we have the King of Pentacles, beautiful. Strong earth energy, which is what you guys are. I just feel this is crowning your energy. This is a beautiful, strong, you know what's up. Your money is in place. You know what you need in a relationship. You know what healthy relationship looks like. You're very clear on what your needs are for communication, for intimacy, what you expect as far as a social life goes, what you expect as far as just how you want to frame your life. You intuitively know this. You intuitively know it. But I feel like because we have the devil energy as the foundation, it just, you knowing it, but you not being able to make it happen right now in your life. And that's going to be changing, because I feel like here there's this recognition of just not being on the same page with someone or a situation. And this could even have to do with a business partner, guys. It can certainly be a partner. For some of you, the foundation here could be you needing to deal with somebody's addictions, okay? Certainly, it could be any sort of substance abuse. It could be any sort of addiction to sex, to food, to shopping. Addiction to money, guys. I mean, that could also be, this could also be something that you might be going through as well. And I'm only saying that because we do have the King of Pentacles energy. If you're a little too obsessed with the coin, you do want to watch out for that. Any sort of like low vibrational energy surrounding money, you do want to watch out for that. But I do feel like there's this negative kind of energy, and the devil is anything dark, low vibe, you know what I mean? And that's, you know, that's the foundation here. So you got the crowning, which is so positive, but you have this foundation here. So I just feel like you're needing to deal with this energy that is kind of low vibe. You know, in the past, I feel like, you know, with the Ace of Pentacles, there was this hope of a new beginning with someone or a situation, and it just didn't happen. The connection was not there on both sides equally in the way that it needed to for the relationship or the situation to be successful. And, you know, I feel like this really did kind of disappoint you, but it's putting you in this space right now. Capricorn, I just feel this door shutting. There's a door shutting here. And you are in your future, you know what? You just don't want to, you don't want to deal. You don't want to defend yourself anymore. You still want to defend yourself. Seven of Wands is all about feeling the need to defend, and you actually defending, actively defending, like getting on that hamster wheel and having that argument where you're always in a space of needing to explain yourself and defend your feelings and try to frame reality for this person. Whoever you're dealing with, again, this could be an intimate partner, a family member, you know, business partner, where you're always in this space of feeling like you need to frame reality for them to actually respond to things the way they really happen and not the way they perceive things. Because again, I am getting this, there's a person in your life who you're dealing with, Capricorn, where when you guys recount things or get into these arguments, it's almost like you guys are on such different pages and have such different understandings of the way things are supposed to be, and you're not going to be defending yourself anymore. You're just not going to do it. You're not, because you're the King of Cups. The Knight of Cups, rather. And the Knight of Cups is a beautiful energy because there's a willingness here. There's a fear, right? Because he's got his armor on, but there's this willingness to open up. And I love that, Capricorn, because you're willing and ready. You want love. You want love. You just don't want the unhealthy nonsense anymore. You don't want the mind games. You don't want any of the deflection. You don't want any of this. You just don't want it. Like, you're ready for somebody who is on your level. Who's on your level and who's just in that same space as you. But now, the energy crossing you here is the King of Cups reverse. So I feel like you're dealing with someone who, you want to give your love to somebody. You do. A situation. You are ready and willing and able, but somebody is just not there in that space with you. Now, whether it's because they want things to be a certain way and you're not giving in to their needs, or they are just not able to show up the way that you need them to, whether they mean to or not. But typically the King of Cups energy, when it's reversed, this person is just, they're selfish. They're very ego driven. Like it's about them, and they want everything to be about them and their needs and what they need in the relationship, right? And and that's, there needs to be some tempering here, and it doesn't seem like you're having it with this person. And your fear is that you're not going to have this Four of Wands. This makes sense, right? You're just afraid. The Four of Wands reverse is not having that foundation, not having that happily ever after, not having that celebratory, that engagement, that marriage, the thing working out. And your fear of being reversed, this is telling me that you're fearing it, you not getting into a space where you feel that. I'm feeling that very strongly. You're afraid that you're not going to have a strong foundation. Those of you in relationships, it will apply that way. Those of you in career, it will apply that way, where you're just feeling like, am I ever going to feel like really just set and stable, where I can just wake up and live my life in this relationship, in this job, and just feel like, everything, like I'm on the right path? And the answer, Capricorn, is absolutely. But you're going through these growing pains that are so necessary, because look at your outcome. Six of Pentacles is about sharing. It's about having what you need. But it's beautiful, because there's this reciprocity, there's this understanding of what's needed in that Pentacle energy. So whether it has to do with money or connection, it's there. So I really like that. This isn't you getting into a place with somebody where you're going to have that. Yeah. So let's pull, I just want a couple of energies, if I can. Let's pull, and I'm being drawn to get some more messages for this Devil energy. Messages for this Devil energy, please, Spirit. Does one come out? Capricorn, really look at this. Devil energy. Four of Wands, celebration, engagement, marriage, foundation. Exactly what you're afraid of, okay? This isn't qualifying the devil. The Page of Cups. I want to offer you this new beginning, Capricorn. We can have everything. So, Capricorn, I am getting, this could be you, right? Because this is your energy. But I am getting that somebody very much wants this new beginning with you, and they're offering you all of this beautiful stuff. Okay. I need to go back to the astrology for a second, okay? I just want to make clear that when we have the Sagittarius energy, the way we're dealing with it at the end of this month, the energy is so high, you have to understand, because of Venus and Jupiter in Sag. These are like three just very highly charged spaces that we're so badly going to want to see the positive in everything. And a lot of people are going to feel very prone to make a lot of promises and make things that seem really, really sweet. And the thing is, we have to be very, very careful during this energy, Capricorn, to not allow the rose-colored glasses to do all of the seeing for us. You want to really make sure that somebody's actions are matching their words. this is really incredible actually for the foundation, because it's like these three gorgeous energies, but then we have the devil under it. So just be careful. Just be careful that somebody is not like blowing smoke up your ass, is basically what that's telling me. So I like that warning only because not everything may be as it appears. So if you are in a space where you eventually do start talking to somebody, just make sure that their actions match their words. Very important that they do. Let's pull some energy on the Six of Pentacles, please. Yeah. Yeah. So the Six of Pentacles, I'm getting that, well, we have the Page of Swords reverse, which is telling me that somebody is not going to be 100% honest with you, but you're going to be having a battle of the wills. The Five of Swords energy is about having an argument about what's true and what's not true, right? And then we have the High Priestess, though, which I like. So your intuition's going to be kicking in, Capricorn, and you're going to be able to see very, very clearly through everything. Yeah. Nine of Swords, you're going to be seeing through it. You're going to be doing a lot of thinking, but then we have the Star card. Yeah, I like it. So the Star is all about healing with the blessings of the Seven Sisters here. So you're going to be going through something before you get to the Six of Pentacles. So I feel like whatever's happening here in this devil energy where they're promising you all of these things, something's going to come to light that you're going to realize that they're not being 100% honest about. And then you're going to have an argument. You're going to have that battle of the wills. But you know what? Argue all you want. You're going to be seeing very straight in that High Priestess energy, which is gorgeous. You're going to feel a little anxious about, you know, what to believe, what not, but really sieving through and working very solid with the truth, which is really because the swords are about truth. And then we have the Star energy, which is about healing. So I really like that. All right. So you're going to be going through that. So, but let's get some more information on these, on the Lover's Oracle. Okay, so we have the Not Today and the Runner. Let's get some more information on the Runner. Yeah. So the Runner, you guys were in this place of building something, Capricorn. I feel like you were with someone. The Empress is about building. I mean, she's the mother of the tarot. So it's all about this cultivating and this building, this connection and this life that you guys were having, right? But then I get that something happened where either you or them kind of took a step back, right? Because the Six of Swords is about taking a break, leaving what this person perceives to be a toxic situation, could have been you, could have been them, and temporarily leaving. Now, the temporary leaving could actually be mentally, where if you were with, let's say you're married and you guys are living in a house and you're in this really weird space, this could be them just getting lost in some sort of social media thing, or communicating with other people, or just going out a lot, but just losing themselves in something other than the relationship. Others of you going into no contact, right? Them running away, right, from this ability to build something with you. So I feel like this person, this is, I mean, absolute fear of intimacy, because you guys were in the space of building, and you go from the space of building to them feeling like they needed to go. Yeah, Four of Swords. Very pensive state. Very pensive state. Thinking about, now this could be you, Capricorn. This could be you, but in a space figuring out, you know, where you guys have been, and now what? Now what do we do? Yeah. They feel like, I need more energies on that. Let me just split the Death. Look at this, guys. The Magician, Death reverse. Magician's all about making it happen. Death reverse is the ending and the beginning of something. It's the ending and the beginning of something. So, Capricorn, I do feel like those of you who were in a relationship where there is still love, there's going to be a lot of communication. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah. So there's going to be communication. There's going to be a lot of arguing, though. There's going to be communication. There's going to be arguing. There's going to be a lot of deflection. The Two of Swords reverse and the Eight of Wands reverse. There's just going to be the stagnation in, you guys are going to be on this hamster wheel of communication. This is absolute hamster wheel. Yeah, and to have two kings, to pull two kings like this, one upright and one reverse, indicates rivalry. So it's almost like you guys are going to be like in a rivalrous kind of form of communication, and you're just not going to want to deal with it. Capricorn, I really get that you're just not going to want to deal with it. You're just not. I mean, you have this Nine of Wands energy, which is about recognize you've been through the war and all of that. This has been so challenging, but yet you still have some juice left in you for this person or this situation, even though it's like going round and round and round. You're not totally ready to let go of this person or this situation. There's going to be a lot of arguing, though. There's going to be a lot of stagnation. There's going to be back and forth. You're not going to want to deal with it. They're going to come towards you. Then you're going to go towards them. Yeah, let's get some more. Two of Cups reversed. Six of Wands reversed. The World reversed. So the Two of Cups reversed. You guys are just going to be arguing. The shadow sides of your personalities are going to come out. There's going to be a lot of disrespectful banter back and forth where there's just not going to be a victory there. But you do have the World, and even in reverse, it just means it's possible. It's just going to take a minute to get from A to B. And so I feel like you guys are going to be in this space of really arguing and hashing things out. But Capricorn, you have to ask yourself, are you trying to fit a circle in a square? Because like your oracle said, you know, if you try to go back to something that wasn't working, it's not going to last. Or at least it won't feel the same way as it used to. Let's do some bottom of the deck energies, please. Let's see what we have. Justice. Yeah. I mean, Capricorn, I feel like you are going to be in a space of finally having some justice served, where it's not about winning or losing, right or wrong. It's about you guys getting into a space of just really being honest about what's happening and figuring out if you guys can really go into this next phase together. Because I do feel like you are dealing with somebody who's very combative. They're really not on the same page as you. Yeah, Two of Pentacles. Temperance, right? This is what I said you guys need. You guys need temperance. Temperance is, you need some alchemy here. I need this, you need that, we need this, the relationship needs this, there needs to be fairness. Yeah. Let's pull a yes, no card for you guys. Yes, no, Spirit. For those Capricorns in a relationship, are they going to be working it out? Yes or no, I'm not honoring reversals. Queen of Swords, yes. For those Capricorns that are here with a career on their heart, having to do with career, will they stay where they are? Not honoring reversals. Yeah, but you're going to be starting in on a new direction, though, Capricorn, with your career. It's going to be a new direction within your area, but you're going to be starting, maybe you're going to change departments, maybe so you're going to be staying in the area that you're in the career that you're in, but there's going to be a new start because we have the Knight of Cups. So that's super positive. So, I mean, these are very positive. It's just, there's going to be conflict to get to this space of healing. Yeah, it's definitely going to be some conflict, but it is the energy does support it if you guys want it. And only if you're dealing with somebody who's worth it. Again, you guys have free will, right? But remember, come to life. You can't go back to sleep now that you're woken up, right? That's what I have for you, Capricorn. Thank you so much. See you next time. Bye-bye.